Welcome to Behind the Business, the podcast where we cut through the noise and get real about running a profitable business. I'm Pamela Hilton, CPA, with over 30 years in accounting, tax, payroll, and business advisory services. Each week, I will share stories from the field, answering real questions from business owners, and give you the straight talk you need to grow and protect your business. No fluff, no hype, just practical advice that works in the real world. So, let's get to it. Welcome back to Behind the Business. I'm Pamela Hilton, CPA, and in today's episode, we're going to be going over all of the tools that we use here at the firm and that we recommend to our clients. As business owners, we have to use a whole ecological system of software and tools for our business just to keep it running on a day-to-day basis, whether it's software or apps or manual tools that we use. And trying to figure out the right combination of these, it's a process. It's a little bit of a journey. I've been in business over 35 years, and the systems we used when I first started are vastly different from what we use today. The things that we used for marketing, for recording, just accounting stuff, tax, the way we did tax returns, everything. The whole system has changed dramatically over the last 30 years. But as a CPA and a business advisor, what I see other clients use, and sometimes, as entrepreneurs, we try to recreate the wheel and thinks we can do a better system for ourselves. And it's yes and no. Sometimes the answer is yes, but a lot of times the answer is no. So let's get into the tools that we use here at the firm and that I recommend to business clients. The first and foremost is your accounting software. If you're a business owner, I don't care if you're a sole proprietor, an LLC, an S Corp, C Corp, however you're organized, it doesn't really matter. You 100% need some sort of accounting system. And I've seen a lot of clients, this is where they really try to recreate the wheel. I've seen a lot of clients use different spreadsheets and spend hours trying, especially around this time of year, tax season, trying to get their information together and pulling the information from all sorts and really getting frustrated, trying to get their numbers together. And it could be so much easier if they just used some sort of accounting software. And I know it's really intimidating and they don't know how to use it. And that's where CPAs like me come in, where we do it all for you and we help you and we educate you on it. But the software that we use at the firm for our firm accounting software, and we recommend to clients, and it's included in all of our tax and accounting packages. If you go on my website, you'll see that all of our advanced accounting and tax packages where we do the accounting for you, we have a Xero.com subscription for you. It's included. So Xero is it's comparable to QuickBooks Online. They're very pro bookkeeper, pro CPA. They are very responsive. Their customer support is fantastic. The software is top notch. I can't say enough good things about it. We use it, like I said, I use it here at the firm. But it's true accounting software, and a lot of apps out there do pieces of the accounting, but this is a really great job of recording the debits and the credits and reconciling in the reports. So what you're going to get with accounting software that you don't get with a spreadsheet, your spreadsheet is only going to record income and expenses, which is important. But what you really need, and you'll get with an accounting software, is you need to be recording assets, depreciation, liability, equity is really important, especially if you're an LLC or an S Corp. I mean, it's important anyway, but with those entities, you need to be tracking equity and basis, and it gets really complicated, and you just can't do that with a spreadsheet. Software is going to be able to have at your fingertips reporting, data on your customers, what they're buying, how much they're buying, what your margin is, how much you're making on each product or each service, cash flow, budgeting, the reporting. And it just makes tax season at the end of the year so much easier. I could go on and on. I could do a whole podcast just on software. But Xero it's Xero. Xero.com is the software. And like I said, if you sign up for one of our packages, it's included in the services, the accounting software. And if you sign up, same thing with payroll. We do payroll here. If you sign up for payroll, the software is included. Number 2 on my list is Office 365. It may be called something else now, but it's Microsoft Office. We use probably 8 or 9 different applications within Office 365. It has many, many more that I haven't even ventured to look at. It's a huge suite of software and apps within their umbrella. We use Outlook, SharePoint, Word, Excel, obviously. OneNote is we use OneNote for a whole system that we use. Our OneDrive, sometimes we use Teams, Planner, there's tasks in there. They have an app for everything in there. So it's well worth the money to get a license for Office 365 for your business, because it just has so many different things in there that you can use. And you can also link other apps. It has the compatibility to integrate other apps with it. Next on our list, this is a big one as well, is Go High Level. This is our back office system. And it does, again, it's got a multi-purpose combination of tasks that it can do for you. For us, it does our contracts, payments, it's our calendar, it's our CRM, it's our social media scheduler. It has our website on there, our email follow-up system. It can do automations and workflows, Facebook ads, our funnels, our products are on there. It has the capability to have a store. We link our merchants, and it can collect credit card payments. We can do trainings and webinars on there. It has a membership area. It consolidates all of our conversations on there. So if we get client communication from email, text, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, it will all go into one spot, so we can kind of see. We have all of our client communications in one spot. I can't say enough good things about Go High Level again. And if you are a bookkeeper, accountant in that realm, contact me, because we use Go High Level a little bit differently for our CPA firm, and we have it built out for a CPA or accounting bookkeeping company, and we can share that with you. The next is Stripe, merchant services. They're all the same. We use Stripe. I have clients who use Square. We've used Bluefin before. But if you offer a product or a service, one of the best ways to automate that and get your payments in faster and look a little more professional is to have a merchant service, so that you can, what we do with our Xero is we send out our invoices as a button to pay. You'll get paid quicker. Yes, they're going to take a percentage. It's typically 3-4%, but you have to work that into your pricing. And again, if you had really great accounting software, it would be really easy for you to figure out your pricing. The next one we use a bit, I use this personally and in my business, is Trello. Trello is free. It's a Kanban board system. If you don't know anything about it, check out Trello. It's a great little, I call it my little virtual bulletin board. It's a great way to organize thoughts. It's a great way to share information with other people. It's a great app for your business, and it's free. And I love anything that has a great quality software app that's free for you to use up to a certain point, and Trello is one of those things. So if you love to have little checklists and you need something to organize your business, Trello's the way to go. Another one we use really heavily in our business is LastPass. It is a password keeping software. It's very secure, and there's other ones out there as well. But because of the business I am in, and we have to keep client passwords for certain things, and we have lots of different software and applications that we use, LastPass is a great way to keep track of all your passwords. And you only have to remember one password, and then all your rest of your passwords are in there. It has a great feature that I can share the passwords, the username and passwords, with staff without showing them the username or password. So you can share things with people and not send them the actual username and password. Zoom is another really big application software that we use with the business now that we are a virtual firm. We all our meetings, most of our meetings take place over Zoom. It's integrated with our Go High Level calendar so that when people schedule an appointment with me, it automatically sends them the Zoom link. It's fabulous. I think everybody uses either Zoom or Teams or Google Meet, I think is the other one. You have to have, it's hard to survive without having that capability and having it already integrated with like our Go High Level and our calendar system. It's very seamless. And again, makes you look a little more professional. Canva. So Canva is another one of those apps that you can get for free. There's a free version of it. It will put a watermark on your graphics if you use it for the free version. But check it out if you are doing any kind of social media, if you are doing any sort of products and handouts like we have. We do all our handouts. If you go over to our resources page, we have lots of things free and paid resources there, and all of those graphics are done on Canva. Social media, we use Canva pretty heavily with that. You can do videos on there. I think most people know what Canva is. And like I said, you can get the free version to kind of check it out. And then there's a paid version as well. Milkshake. This is what we use. So we have an Instagram and LinkedIn and Facebook accounts. And the Milkshake is our link in bio. It's just like Linktree. And it has a little bit prettier, it's like a mini web page almost. So if you're on social media and you're selling a product or a service, it's a great idea to have some sort of link in your bio, either to your website or to our Milkshake, where you can have several links there. So they'll open up the Milkshake and they'll see all of our different links. I think we probably have about 10 or 11 different links in there to our website, to our discovery call, to whatever products or services we have available. And it's just a nice, neat way. Again, it makes you look much more professional and put together than sometimes you really feel like. And it's a nice professional way to present your products and present the different ways to contact you and meet up with you and connect with you. Blink is another one. BLINQ is a phone app that we have, and it's a virtual business card. So when we are going to networking meetings, sometimes you do still need a paper business card for certain networking events, and it's well worth it. We have I'm a co-founder of a networking group called Business Insiders, and we do in-person networking. And so I'll have my Blink on my card, and it's just a little QR code, and somebody will scan it. Their contact information will come to me, and vice versa. And again, it just makes you look super savvy and professional, and it's just a really easy way to connect with somebody, get their contact information, and it's right there at your fingertips on your phone. Private cloud hosting. So when we have to share information now that we're virtual and we have some of our employees work from home from time to time, we need a very secure way to share our server and share our computer information with virtual staff. Verito is the platform that we use. It's specifically for accounting firms. It's super secure, and our staff can log in and still work from wherever they're at. If you are a virtual business, you really need to have a secure way to share your information, and Verito is one of those. It's a private cloud hosting platform that we use here at the firm. Some of the other little apps that we use, Voxer to communicate with clients and staff, and other virtual assistants that we use in our firm. It's like a little walkie-talkie app. It's like Slack. There's lots of them out there. Voxer, I don't even think we pay for that. I think we have the free version. DocuSign. We use DocuSign to get our certain things signed from clients. We have to get signatures from clients all the time. And DocuSign is so easy to use. It's very recognizable. Clients understand how to use it. So we send out any forms we need signed through DocuSign. And again, this app is integrated with our Smart Vault, which is the software the app we use for our client portal. In my industry, We have to share documents with clients all the time, tax returns, whatever it is, certain documents we need to share with clients and vice versa. They need to share things with us. We have a client portal through SmartVault, which integrates with a bunch of different things, but we use DocuSign, our main integration with SmartVault. And it's just a great way to securely send documents back and forth. We don't encourage emailing. And if you're in an industry where you need to have clients or customers send you things securely, it has sensitive information on it, you should be using some sort of secure portal. Again, we use SmartVault. Mileage. If you are a business and you need to track your mileage, back in the day, we used to have a notebook in our car, but no longer. You can use apps. There's lots of them out there. Most of our clients use MileIQ, and it works with your GPS, and you have it on your phone, and you can just. It's a great way to track where you've been, who you were with that meeting, take some notes and capture the mileage for your tax return and to write off mileage. This is a big expense that lots of business owners miss is business mileage deduction. So make sure you have some sort of app on your phone and you use it. And I do believe that if you are using an app and you forget to set it before you go to a client, you can kind of retroactively go in and put in the destinations and it will calculate the mileage for you. Let's see, what else do we use here? When we first started out, before we were using Go High Level, because that's like a multi-tool software, we were using Flowdesk for our email system. That is a great, inexpensive software. You can send emails out, bulk email campaigns. You can send out little sign-up forms as an email. It's a fabulous system, and it's great if you're just getting started and you don't want to spend a lot of money on software. Flowdesk is great for that. The other thing that we used when we first started out before Go High Level was Calendly for our calendar system. If you're in an industry where you need to make appointments all the time with clients, Calendly is another great software to book appointments. It sends an appointment link to the client. They can look on your calendar, find some free space, and book an appointment with you. And it will integrate with your Outlook calendar, whatever calendar you use, Google Calendar or Outlook, excuse me, for your appointments in your calendar. The other thing I use, and I've been doing this for forever since I started, was I have a paper, good old binder, notebook, planner to just kind of keep my head on straight. Some of us need to write things down. I'm one of those people. I need to take notes, write things down, highlight things, check them off. And even though I have my calendar in Go High Level and that keeps me straight, I look at that periodically throughout the week, I still need a paper planner because you'd like to take notes. And then the other thing, you can't see it's off screen here, but we use whiteboards a lot with the firm, and nothing beats just kind of throwing your ideas. We have like almost a classroom size whiteboard here. Nothing beats throwing your ideas on a whiteboard to kind of get them out of your head and onto a screen to collaborate and talk with my staff and my team about things we're going to be doing, social media plans, that sort of thing. We've always used a whiteboard, and it's just, again, sometimes some of us need to write things down to kind of get it out of your head. So those are a kind of a comprehensive list of all of the software we use. I try to find software that is all-in-one type situations like Go High Level, like Office. And I think the main advice I would give when looking for tools is get recommendations from others, try the free version of it, and don't be afraid to cancel and try something else. Like I said, it's a journey. The suite of software we use now is very, very different from when we started and as we kind of went along. But after 35 years, I think I finally figured out the best software for the firm. And then I just want to leave you with this one final note about things to avoid. We talked all about the great software that helps your business, but things to avoid in your business are any kind of cash transfer, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Zelle. Those aren't business tools. They have very poor reporting, very confusing reporting that doesn't give you the what we call audit trail, the transaction trail that you need as a business owner. So avoid those. If you have a system like your accounting software, again, you don't need to recreate the wheel. Your accounting software will bill somebody and they can pay you. And it has a fabulous transaction record of who paid you, how much they paid you, when they paid you, what they paid you with, what they were paying for. It's all right there in your accounting software that you're already paying for. So don't try. And I know you'd want to be accommodating to your customers. And when they ask you, hey, do you take PayPal? Sure, sure. But a lot of these things they can still use with the payment button on your invoice. They can still pay with their PayPal. They can still pay with their Apple Pay. You know what I mean? And it makes you look more professional when you're sending out this great invoice with your logo on it. It's nice and, nicely done through the software. So avoid those cash transfer apps. And the second thing to avoid is software you really can't afford. There are other alternatives out there. Like I said, when you're first starting out, there's more inexpensive versions of certain software. Don't use software that's going to make your life harder, but try and find some software that you can afford with it, that's in your budget, instead of buying really, really expensive software that you don't know how to use and it's too complicated and you kind of are not using because you can't figure it out. So those are the things to avoid when it comes to software. So share this episode with a business friend who is struggling with figuring out what to use for software and apps for their business. Head on over to my website, PamelaHiltonCPA.com, and find the resources that we have. I will have this, I have a little handout with all of our favorite apps and software tools on there. It's a little checklist for you. You can find it over there on the resources page on my website. So until next time, I will see you behind the business. Thanks for listening to Behind the Business. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with another business owner who could use some real world advice. For free resources, tools, and to submit your own business questions, head on over to my website, PamelaHiltonCPA.com. Until next time, keep building smart and keep looking behind the business.